Hi artists, it's Miss Coon, and today we're going to work on day 2 of our woven dot project. Our I can statement was I can describe and use the steps of the art making process while creating works of art. And so our goal today is that we're going to turn our painted dot into a loom, and we're going to weave a dot on top of it using yarn. So the finished one's going to look a little bit like this. It has the painted dot in the background, and then we're going to use yarn to weave a dot in the center. So what you'll need for your project today is you need your painted dot from last week, and if you're at school we used a plate. If you're at home you might have used a piece of cardboard or something that you had, and that is fine. You also need some yarn, and my friends at school, I have yarn to share. If you're at home and you don't have any yarn, I will have a few kits in the office that you can pick up if you would like to swing by the school and grab some yarn, or you can email me and I can mail you some. My email address is amkuhn@auburnschools.org. The last thing that you'll need are a pair of scissors. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is take our pair of scissors and we need to cut an odd number of slits around the edge of the plate. Odd numbers are numbers that end in 1, 3, 5, 7, or 9. And if you accidentally cut too many and you have an even number, you can just add one more, it won't matter. So I'm going to count to an odd number. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. And I got all the way around my plate and ended on 17, which is an odd number, so I'm going to stop there. I'm going to take a piece of yarn, and the first thing I need to do is tie a little knot in the end. And if you need help from a grown-up or from me, I can help with that, or you can ask someone at home. So I'm tying a knot, and then I'm going to tuck the knot in the slit, and the knot kind of holds it in place. And then I'm going to go straight across my plate, not to the side, right across, and hook the yarn under or through the little slit. And then it's going to go under the one to the right and come up to the top. And I'm going to go across, and it kind of makes an X. And I go through the slit, and this time I'm going to go to the left, under, make an X, going to the right, under, and I'm just going to keep going under and across, under and across, under, across, under, across, under, across, under, and then this one is going to have to share a slit with someone, and that's fine. So I'm just going to tuck it under, and I might want to tie another little knot so it doesn't slip out, but if you need help with that, you can ask for some help, and I will help you, or a grown-up will help you. And then I'm going to cut off the extra. Okay, so you can see all of my yarn is kind of crisscrossing at the center here, and on the back it's not crisscrossing. If you have yarn crossing on the back, you weren't going under, so it should look kind of like a dotted line going around the edge on the back, and all of the crisscrossing is in the center. So then I'm going to pick my first color of yarn. Mine's going to be pink. Well, actually I'm going to use, let's use blue. Okay, I'm going to use blue, and I'm going to go under all the little crisscross sections, and I'm going to tie the center together. And it's okay if you need help on this part too. I'm going to do a couple of knots, and then I'm going to cut this short tail. You see how there's a short piece and a long piece? I'm going to leave the long piece and cut the short piece. Okay, so now my other end of my yarn is going to go like a little dolphin, and it's going to swim under a wave and then jump over, under, over, and it's going to keep going in a circle. So it's going to go under the first one and then over the second one. So it's going over, and then it's going to go under and over and under and over. And then every now and then I'm going to pull it so that it gets tighter. And it won't look like too much to start with. And then I'm going to keep going, and I'll go under a piece of yarn. See how it's under? And then over the top of the next one, and then under the second one. And if it helps you to think, under one, skip one, under one, and then I'll pull it tight. And I need to pull it every now and then so that I can see my dot forming in the center. So I'll go under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. And then I'll pull, let tight, and it'll start making a circle shape. But I need to be sure that I'm keeping up with where I am and not just starting anywhere. So I'm under this one, which means I need to go over this one and then under the next one. And you'll keep repeating this step as you work your way around your loom, and you'll pull it tight and it starts forming a dot in the center. So I'm gonna do it one more time and then I'll speed it up. Under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, pull, 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 pull. And you can see my little blue dot that's forming in the middle. Under, over, under, over, under, over, pull, pull, pull. Okay, so I'm gonna stop and speed this up for you. Okay, when you get to where this piece is about as long as your finger or just a teeny bit longer, you can stop and add a second color. So you'll tie these two pieces together, and if you need an adult to help you, that's fine. But I'm going to tie my first piece of yarn, which was blue, and my second piece, which is going to be pink, together. And then there's a bit of a tail, the short part. I'm going to trim that so it's not so long. Okay, and then I will continue going over and under. So this one is under here, so it goes over the next one, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under. And I keep going with my second color. Going over and under, over, under, over, under, and pull. And then my second color will be added around my dot at the center. So my yarn dot is growing and getting bigger as I'm going around. And I kept adding yarn, and this is 3 different colors that I've added, and you can keep working and just use as much time as you have. And whenever, I would say do at least 3. At least 3 different pieces, and then you can stop if you would like. You'll have this little end piece that's left over. You can tie it or you can tuck it under, and that's fine. I would love to see the art that you create, so you can take pictures of it and share it on Instagram at Kuhn Art Room, or you can email them to Miss Kuhn at amkuhn@auburnschools.org. Thanks. Bye.